Ask any one of my friends and they'll tell you that I don't like dentist offices. Well, who does? So when I discovered I needed gum surgery, I figured I'd be like everyone else and just keep putting it off. But when I visited Pannu Dental Group, they told me about their laser gum procedure. Let's just say it calmed my nerves. No cuts, no stitches, just a simple procedure that got me in and out and on with my day. I didn't want to be one of those who waited until it was too late. Well, thanks to Pannu Dental Group, I can proudly say I was smart to make the choice of laser gum treatment.
At Pannu Dental Group, you're getting FDA-approved laser surgery with no stitches or cuts. Visit PannuDental.com. That's PannuDental.com or call 800-360-9250. Pannu Dental Group is your multi-specialty family dentist. Visit PannuDental.com or call 800-360-9250. 800-360-9250. A free consultation is required to check if you qualify. Call 800-360-9250.
पप्पू के डैडी, आज पूरी रात खराटे मारोगे ना तो मैं दूसरे रूम में चली जाऊंगी। हाँ,
अरे मैं क्या करूं?
आज फिर अपनी सीपैप मशीन नहीं लगाई?
मैं तो थक गया इस मशीन से।
Then why don't you visit Pannu Dental Care? They provide exciting breakthrough treatment for sleep apnea and snoring problem. Call now 1-800-360-9250 or visit www.pannudental.com.
Hey, I'm a busy gal. Busy at work, busy at home, busy at play. The last thing I need is to go to the dentist, find out I need a crown or something, and then have to come back 3 weeks later to get it done. That's why I love Pannu Dental Group. I'm talking single-day CEREC crowns with digital molds. It's state-of-the-art. No mess, no sticky molds, no temporary crowns. And there's more. They can do dental implants in just 1 day. Pannu Dental gives you teeth in a day. Perfect for a busy gal like me.
Visit PannuDental.com for information on single-day dentistry options. That's PannuDental.com. Whether it's dental implants, ceramic restoration, or wisdom teeth surgery, we'll get you out in a single visit. Pannu Dental Group, your multi-specialty family dentist. Visit PannuDental.com. San Jose, Fremont, Cupertino, and Dublin. Call 800-360-9250. 800-360-9250. A free consultation is required to check if you qualify. Call 800-360-9250.
The information and opinions expressed on the program provide general information relating to oral health and are not intended to constitute advice or specific recommendations relating to any particular ailment, disease, or condition. We encourage you to make an appointment with your own dentist in order to resolve any of your health concerns. You can call now about any dental disease, snoring, sleep apnea, dental implants, Invisalign, braces, wisdom teeth surgery, laser gum treatment, or dental insurance. Ask Dr. Pannu on Dentist on Air. Call 408-912-5565. That's 408-912-5565. And now, here's Dr. Pannu.
All right, welcome to Dentist on Air Talk Show. This is your host, Dr. Pannu, once again, doing live dental talk show. Today we are having a very special talk. First half of the program, first half of this program today, we will talk to a very special person who is visiting all the way from India to USA these days. He is none other than Sardar Jarnail Singh. He is MLA from Delhi. We will be talking to him regarding our party, Aam Aadmi Party, and also, you know, as we all know, हम रहते तो अमेरिका में हैं लेकिन हमारा दिल इंडिया में बसता है. We always keep thinking of what's happening in the back. So we would rather like to talk to someone who is right there, a part of New Delhi government, who can help us to understand more the things that we have been dreaming about India. How much are they getting fulfilled? How much is it happening? And Franco is our board operator today. He will help me to coordinate. If you have any call regarding Aam Aadmi Party, how is the progress? What is going on? Anything, any question? First half an hour of the show, please try not to call regarding any dental question. I'll start taking the dental calls after 6:30. So in the beginning, we will try to keep the talk today regarding our concerns from India, regarding Indian politics, regarding Indian future, whatever we can do as NRI. Hello, Sri Akal, Jarnail Singh ji, ki haal chal hai?
बस बढ़िया है जी.
Very good. Thank you so much. सबसे पहला that बहुत स्वागत है. We heartily welcome you to Dentist on Air Talk Show. We really appreciate that you are taking your time out of your schedule from India to visit us here in the United States. I would like to, start today's talk with this. सबसे पहला I would like to ask, सबसे पहले आपने, from your career, you started like as a journalist. you started, you worked with Amar Ujala and then you worked with Dainik Jagran. How did you think of getting into mainstream politics? You were into journalism itself, it's a very different career. How did you got into, was this, you thought that's a better way to serve the country? What got you into politics from journalism?
Yeah, when I was 11-year-old,
Anji.
I witnessed the genocide of 1984.
Wow. Okay.
After that, when I get into college, I went to a public library and trying to find out how the media covered those gruesome killings.
Sure.
But unfortunately, there was no coverage. So I thought I should join mainstream media. I worked as a journalist in national media for 15 years, covered parliament, and in this very country where I am here now, in USA. In 2008, I came first time as a defense journalist on the invite from Boeing and Lockheed Martin. So while during the journalism career, when the report of Nanavati Commission was tabled in the parliament, I was there and in Rajya Sabha. It was tabled in 2005, and Dr. Manmohan Singh was Prime Minister. He intervened and said that I bow my head in shame after reading this report, and I will initiate action against these culprits. But he didn't have courage, or there was pressure from the Congress party. He could not do that. But in 2009, when the elections was announced for the next Lok Sabha, and CBI director gave clean chit to Mr. Jagdish Titler and Sajjan Kumar, the killers, perpetrators of 1984. So after that, Congress gave them ticket to contest election for Lok Sabha elections. Not only that, on 2nd April 2009, Home Minister P. Chidambaram made a statement in a reaction to PTI correspondent. He said that I am very happy my friends have been exonerated by CBI. A Home Minister of the country was expressing his happiness on the acquittal of killers. So on 7th April 2009, after 5 days, I asked the question in Congress headquarters when he was addressing a press conference. I asked, how can you be happy when the hearts of victims are bleeding? You're Home Minister of this country, your internal security, you're in the charge of internal security. It's your job to stop all kind of violence and or riots. How can you express happiness? He said, no, you are using this platform for your own. I said, no, you made a statement, I'm asking clarification. He said, no, the matter is sub judice. When CBI, the top investigation agency, is giving them clean chit, how does it matter the matter is in court or not? And he said, no, I don't want to get into any argument with you, stop him, then I sue my shoe. So you know what happened, they withdrew Sajjan Kumar and Titler from the elections and apologized. And after that, I wrote a book on 1984, and I was not interested at all to join politics. Actually, even in 2000, there were so many proposals from mainstream parties, from Akali Dal and all. I refused all those in 2009 after that incident. But in 2013, Arvind Kejriwal came to my house and said, you should join politics. I refused. And I didn't contested the first election of assembly in Delhi. But I said, I don't know, I'm not ready to join politics. But after when they formed government with 28 MLAs, I asked him, now what would you do about 1984? Then he said, I will form the SIT to investigate. So when he took that decision and the cabinet passed, cabinet approved that, then I thought that he's a serious person and he's a regular person. So then in 2014, he asked me to again come into elections, and then I contested for parliament elections, and I secured about 4,73,000 votes, but there was a kind of Modi wave, so I lost in Delhi. But again in 2015, I contested from Rajouri Garden. It was only one seat from where Akali Dal was contesting on its symbol. It was the only seat. Out of 70, and Manjinder Singh Sirsa was there, and election in charge of Akali.
Actually, we have been extremely, this seat was almost sure that nobody could imagine that somebody other than Akali Dal could have won that seat. You're right.
The Manjinder Singh Sirsa was contesting from there, and you know that Bikramjit Singh Majithia was election in charge, and he was election. In my constituency, Mr. Maluka was there. Whole Badal government, Sukhbir Badal and Prakash Singh Badal, all were there, and they just wanted to win that seat. It was a Akali Dal seat, and good fortune is that we defeated them by a margin of more than 10,000 votes. They distributed liquor, they distributed money, they distributed LCD, they distributed cookers, they distributed scooties, and a lot of money. But even then, they got defeated. So this is a small story why I joined politics.
Thank you so much, Jarnail Singh. For our listeners, today we are talking to the famous journalist from India, Jarnail Singh. He's MLA from Rajouri constituency in New Delhi. He's also a well-known, well-established journalist before joining politics. Unlike most of the people who have joined politics either due to some, economic background, some financial things, or somebody in the family, or some people are not even educated, sorry to say, but these are the kind of people who have joined politics, and we are really, really hopeful that it's going to bring a big change in our country. Now, I would like to come to this one interesting point. The shoe that was thrown on Mr. P. Chidambaram, did you ever get that shoe back, or kyun na koi reh gaya?
No. Shoe was, I don't know, confiscated by the police. I don't know. I went to the SHO police station where I was. They took me to the Tughlaq Road Thana, and he said that actually Chidambaram was so afraid after that, and there was so much reaction all over the world from all the people who are human rights loving people.
Yeah, actually, it was very much, I had made that, I'm quite active on Facebook. This is what I had written. A lot of people said that the method was wrong. I said, I know, understand, I totally agree. I'm sure you're an educated person also, but sometimes it can be similarly compared to Bhagat Singh, what he did in the assembly. He said it very clearly. I don't want to hurt someone. I want to open the ear.
There is this one. The reasoning is always important. If you are, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਹੁਣੀ ਕਿਸੇ ਦੇ ਦੰਦ ਭੰਨਦੇ ਹੋ ਮੁੱਕਾ ਮਾਰ ਕੇ, it's different, and ਉਹਦਾ ਇਲਾਜ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹਦਾ ਦੰਦ ਕੱਢੋ, it's different. So the reasoning is important. If a person he shot someone on the road or to looting a bank, and he shot, and the person who is security guard, he shot back at him, or a person who is at the border and he shoot at the enemy. So all three people have shot with a gun, but the reasoning is different. Agar koi bank loot raha hai, then you will punish him. If someone was trying to save the bank, you will reward him. If someone has on the border, he has shot the enemy, then you will give him the Paramveer Chakra and all that. So the reasoning is important. Why I threw my shoe? Because the Home Minister of the country shamelessly, insensitive, and was saying, I am very happy the culprits have been have got the clean sheets. So it was to realize them. It was, extraordinary. I crossed my line as a journalist, and that's why, and then after that I wrote books with my pen.
I have actually read all of you, and actually I'm getting a lot of text right now. People have a lot of questions. You have only 10 minutes.
The one thing I wanted to mention, that after the shoe throwing, the same Congress party apologized and withdrew their tickets. Not only that, after 2 days, there was a press conference in which Manmohan Singh was asked, now you have withdrew Sajjan Kumar at Titler, what do you have to say? He said, Der aaye durust aaye, means better late than never. Though it means Manmohan Singh was waiting for my shoe. It would have been better if they have done without my shoe. I could have been a bureau chief of my newspaper, and it was my it was a career. I have made career with so much hard work for as 15 years, and I didn't know where I would go with my small kids. It's okay that now, and at that point of time there was no Aam Aadmi Party, there was no party, and I knew in 2009 a journalist asked me to whom you are going to vote. Then I said there is no party which I can vote. So it's a destiny.
So now, Jarnail Singh, as a common person at that time, you were one of those who were hurt badly with the 84 thing, and, you saw that, justice is not being served. Now you are into the actual mainstream. ਤੁਸੀਂ legislative assembly ਚ ਹੈਗੇ ਹੋ. How do you see as a public ਨੂੰ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਪਤਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਜੋ ਉੱਪਰ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ? This all things that happen in the legislative assembly, how is it working up there? Aam Aadmi Party ਜਦੋਂ ਦੀ ਆਈ ਹੈ, how much control you have been given? Actually, you are now, like what things have people seen as a change, or you plan to change? Have you been able to fulfill people's demands? ਮਤਲਬ ਹੁਣ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਮ ਆਦਮੀ ਚ ਉੱਠ ਕੇ actually ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਚਲੇ ਗਏ ਹੋ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ control ਹੈਗਾ. Now that control is in your hand. What is the difference that you see being as a common person versus being yourself as a MLA?
Sure. Let me tell you first that I had tabled a motion to for against 1984 killings. Ninda Prastav kehande na jinnu. The motion has been passed unanimously, and in last session I tabled that and spoke for half an hour, and we claimed that it was a genocide, and not only that, we mentioned Sajjan Kumar Titler's name, and after 30 years the motion was passed, Ninda Karanda, to condemn the killings of 1984. And you see, when I was tabling the motion, when I was speaking, there was no MLA from Congress party in the assembly, the same party in 1985 when they killed people in daylight, and after 30 years when I tabled that motion in the Delhi assembly, there was no representative of Congress party. So they paid for their sins. Now, now, look, Delhi is not full state. So the Delhi police and CBI, both are investigation agencies. They are under Jarnail Singh Home Ministry. So,
like the common public is confused if, let's say, something happens. We see it on, Arvind Kejriwal is saying police is not on the bike. How do people gauge you? Like, we want to see the progress in Delhi. I'm a volunteer of Aam Aadmi Party. I want to show to other people, like, look here in Delhi there is a party. But if we keep saying, or if that is the truth, like, police is under the central government, like, how can we see what you guys are doing there in New Delhi?
You're right. The things which are under now, on 1st November, we are going to distribute checks of compensation of 5 lakh each to every victim who has lost his family member. And Arvind Kejriwal is going to distribute that. It is
very good. Thank you so much. That was long.
Number one, we passed a resolution, a motion to condemning those killings. Number two, now SIT has been formed by central government in February, though it was a decision of Arvind Kejriwal's government, cabinet's decision in 2014, but it was formed by the Modi government. Now its term has been extended to 1 year, but again the thing is, what SIT would do? They will reopen the cases. They would say file a case against them. They would give their recommendations. But again, FIR would be lodged by the police, Delhi police or CBI. They both are under Home Ministry, and the law and order in Delhi is under central government. This is where, otherwise, ਅਸੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਹੁਣ ਤੱਕ ਬੰਦ ਤਾਂ ਕਰਕੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਚਿੱਤਰ ਤਾਂ ਸਹੀ ਦੇਣੇ ਸੀ.
Right. ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਿਨਾਂ, let's say, other than 84 issue, overall in New Delhi development, let's talk about your constituency. Let's talk about Rajouri Garden. We have a lot of people from Rajouri Garden in San Jose area living. Listen to this talk show. So what can you say that what you have done for them?
There are so many expectations from us, and we promised we would halve the bill of electricity. We did that. We would free the water. We did that. To counter corruption, we would we would strengthen ACB, anti-corruption bureau. But you know how jidda Meena bithata unhone. And not only that, we are working in my own constituency. We are working on major sewer works and water works, and we are trying. And
so, what is your, like, now? Let's say you are in the US. How can we, help? Like, let's say we are trying to see how can we help overall India. I'm not talking about any party basis now. No AAP, Congress, like anyone. Everyone in the United States, NRIs, they keep something. Ki yaar apne motherland le kuch na kuch karna hai. Somebody send money. Somebody do this. What do you think? Sare kuch aap apna kuch na kuch karte rehte hain. People do it. What would you suggest us so that it actually helps? So, Facebook, we keep on writing social posts, lambe article ki jai there. what is the actual thing that we NRIs can do for people in India? Let's start on a small scale. Let's say New Delhi. What can the people who are living here, who have connections in New Delhi, what can we do for the people left in that country if we want to help them?
Actually, NRIs have done a lot of, they have done a lot for us, not only in the election of Delhi, but in the elections of Punjab. They created a buzz, and we are really grateful and thankful to them. And I think they can bring new technology to Delhi or to Punjab. They can adopt villages in Punjab. And if hopefully we would come to power in Punjab in 2017, and we can work together. Like if NRIs are going to spend 10%, 20%, and government would spend 80%.
Sure.
So the kind of things, so there can be. I don't know. I have explored the kind of things we can do, but I think investments can be done. There would be a corruption-free environment. Now the industry is going out of Punjab, and then and then we can do a lot.
Sure. See, 1984 mudda jada hai, this issue has been so much politicized by Akali Party. Hamesha pichle 25 salan to they cash the votes based on that ki iddan Congress ne karta, iddan Congress ne karta. But what you as a, Sikh yourself, what you see, what has Akali Dal Party itself done for 1984 victims or their kids and things? Unhone khud ki because they about 5 to 10,000 de kareeb bande Ludhiane pahunche si. I don't see them given good proper shelter. मतलब हम कई बार पर गल करते हैं कि नवा country बन जाए, वो बन जाए. मतलब जेडे लोग 84 there were 5 to 10,000 people that reached Ludhiana from New Delhi and some other places. I don't see they were provided, the way they should have been greeted by the people of Punjab or by the government of Punjab. What you see as you have seen it, what is the role of Akali Dal in helping the people who got suffering from 1984 riots?
Akalis did politics for all the years, but did nothing for the victims. And now, the face of 1984, who have done something. I don't claim that I have done something, but Jarnail Singh and Mr. H.S. Fulka, the two face, he fought for 30 years and all the cases. And I am the person who removed his Sajjan Kumar title from the political arena and sensitized the whole system. Both faces are with Aam Aadmi Party. It speaks volumes. Nobody wanted to attach with Akali Dal. It's a Dal Dal, it's Akali Dal. It's not Akali Dal. And they did nothing. And not only that, Rajniti badi kiti, but I'm telling you very frankly, Mr. Prakash Singh Badal, never in his life, never in last 30 years from 1984 to now 2050, he never made any protest in Delhi about 1984. Never Mr. Sukhbir Badal. It was all the people like me or Mr. Fulka, Preet Kaur, and all other people, whoever have done, I praise all them and I appreciate all of them.
Sure, of course, we had a chance to meet Mr. Fulka also. We always appreciate, and I really, would like to maybe, ask you this last question. Mr. Badal and all, why did they happen to go all the way? If this is a local state party, in Delhi jaake Shromani Committee, what was that role? Why are they expanding towards New Delhi, politics? What is the interest you think they are having? And now, Shromani Committee and Delhi Prabandhak Committee, is it all because they want the religion to influence the voters? Like, these are the parties, political parties. Why are they, SDPC, Sara kuch masla, as a person, you have gone into this political arena. That's why, as a common person, I want to understand why is it all nexus there? Like, to me, it seems like a nexus. What is all this? Like, how can we understand what is happening? Is there any insight to this?
See, I think the religious people, all religious people are against Akali Dal Badal. If you talk to any, even in USA, in Canada, in Delhi, जिन्हों भी धर्म दी जरा जी भी हैगी है ना, they cannot be supporter of Akali Dal. They are just distributing drugs and all money and trying to buy people. Second thing, they are interested in Golak, not in Prachar of Dharam. What happened in Punjab, in Kotakpura, they fired at the Sangat which Shanti ਨਾਲ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆਪਣਾ protest ਕਰ ਰਹੀ ਸੀ. And now see how the police is reacting. They are booking people who are innocent. So it's a system has collapsed there. There's no justice, no system. Then we need police reforms. We need judicial reform. We need administrative reforms. There is a debt about 1,50,000 crore on Punjab's head. Everyone is in that we are debt ridden. But the farmers are now committing suicide, and drugs are all over Punjab. 70-80% youth is indulging in drugs, taking drugs. So what kind of Punjab is this? This is Akali Dal. They are doing Panthik politics. Oh, ek passe tusi main kehna there is corruption. On when Gurbani says काजी होए रिश्वती वड्डी लेके हक गवाए हक पराया नानका उस सूअर सुगाए गुरपीर हामा ता परे जा मुर्दार न खाए. It's like eating a dead man. एक ही कर रहे हैं. So they are not Akalis. They have no Panthak. Yes, earlier there were Akalis. They fought. Yeah, I have respect for the earlier who the people who sacrificed their lives or whatever. But now it's a Badal and company. It's a Badal and his family. That's all.
Okay, now for volunteers, they were really enthusiastic about Aam Aadmi Party, especially in our California. We did a lot of things together. But since we started seeing some kind of friction in AAP leadership in New Delhi, people start getting demoralized. I see total lack this time, upcoming. We are trying to again get jazzed, but that's what actually I'm trying to talk more and more to you to get that feeling back in our listeners. What can you say a few words about कि ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆਪ ਆਦਮੀ ਪਾਰਟੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਆਮ ਆਦਮੀ ਪਾਰਟੀ ਐਕਚੁਅਲੀ ਇਹ ਇੱਕ ਮੂਵਮੈਂਟ ਹੈਗੀ ਇਟਸ ਨਾਟ any one person. It's like a movement that all people want to revolt, they want to make a change. And if people see that ਜਿਹੜੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਲੀਡਰ ਹੀ ਜੋ ਅੰਦਰ ਵੜ ਕੇ ਕਮਰੇ 'ਚ ਸੋਲਵ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ, I'm not pointing finger to anyone, ਸਾਰੇ ਦੇ ਆਪੋ ਆਪਣੇ point ਹੈਗੇ, we don't want to go to that side. What I'm saying is ਕਿਉਂ ਇੰਨੇ ਵੱਡੇ ਲੀਡਰ, why can't they just go inside a room, close the door, solve it, and ਬਾਹਰ come out with one statement? Doesn't make sense. ਮਤਲਬ ਇੰਨੇ ਵੱਡੇ level ਤੇ ਪਹੁੰਚੇ ਹੋਏ ਆ ਆਪਾਂ, we have reached that Aam Aadmi Party is there on the arena, talking to compete with BJP, Congress, and it's doing it. These leaders, if they just 5-6 leaders ਜਿਹੜੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਵਾਲੇ ਹੈਗੇ, if they make a thing united front, I think still there is a time. What can you say a few things about this, please?
I think Arvind is fighting on many fronts.
Right.
We have now we are in government now. Right. We have to perform. And the people would vote in Punjab on the basis of our performance in Delhi. Right. Yeah. So the perception should, ਜਿਹੜਾ perception ਸਾਡਾ party ਦਾ ਬਣਿਆ anti-corruption ਉਹ ਬਣਿਆ ਰਹਿਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ. Yes, the party is a new party. We are a new political party. We are learning a lot. We are learning every day. There might be shortcomings, and there are shortcomings. I accept them. And I think, but it's a move. We are trying to improve the system. But inna mushkil hai uthe now, at every step, the way LG is behaving like a stooge of Modi, the way the police commissioner of Delhi is behaving, the way the ACB chief is behaving. So they are ਸਾਡੇ ਪੈਰਾਂ 'ਚ ਕੰਡੇ ਪਾਈ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਹੈ, and MCD is not with us. We are not the full state, no statehood. So there are problems. We are fighting every. So, but there is still a room for improvement. I will express your. Thank you so much.
That was the word. That really makes a difference. As long as visionary leaders like you think there is room for improvement, it's always. It actually ਸਿੱਖ ਦੀ ਵੀ definition ਹੈ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਰੋਜ਼ ਸਿੱਖਦਾ ਹੈ. So we will conclude our talk with you today, and I really appreciate you giving your time. Best wishes to Aam Aadmi Party, and actually. Best wishes to our entire country, India. It doesn't matter, who, what, where it happens. We just want to wish from NRIs a really good and blessed and prosperous India. If you can just say one line, one suggestion, whatever you want to say to our listeners, how NRIs can help you or your campaign. Is there anything we can do? Is there any website of yours? And if someone wants to contact or, contribute or anything, do you have any suggestion, please?
It's time to get united. It's time to bring a change in Punjab. ਪੰਜਾਬ ਰੋ ਰਿਹਾ, ਪੰਜਾਬ ਕੁਰਲਾ ਰਿਹਾ, ਪੰਜਾਬ ਇਜ਼ ਲੁਕਿੰਗ ਫॉर ਅ ਚੇਂਜ। ਤੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਪਲੋ ਨੇ ਖਤਾ ਕੀਤੀ, ਉਹਨੇ ਸਜ਼ਾ ਪਾਈ ਹੈ। We don't have to make mistakes again.
Right.
We need to be united.
ठीक है Jarnail Singh, thank you so much, really appreciate your time, and we'll see you again at Yuba City Personal. Thank you so much, really appreciate your time today.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, so we were talking right now to Sardar Jarnail Singh, who is MLA from Aam Aadmi Party from Delhi constituency. The lines are open now. I'm sorry, we could not take any calls that time. The dental part of the talk show starts right now. This is Dr. Pannu, your host for Dentist on Air talk show. If you have any questions, you can call. The studio lines are open, and we can take any calls for dental part of the show. If you have any question regarding sleep apnea, braces, Invisalign, implant, dental insurance, especially it's the end of the year. A lot of people, they want to use their dental insurance before the year ends, or they want to use their flex spending account, they want to use their HSA. Any question like that, please feel free to give us a call. The studio lines are open now. The number is 408-912-5566.
All right, so this is Dr. Pannu, your host once again. If you have any question, you can call. The studio lines are open, 408-912-5565. We had a talk today with Sardar Jarnail Singh, who is the Aam Aadmi Party MLA from New Delhi. I got many texts, many emails, but I just could not take calls that time. So now it's the dental part of the show. If you have any call, please give us a call right now. Dentist on air, this is Dr. Pannu.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Good, thank you. Thanks for your call.
So I have a quick question. 1 minute. Just let me take 1 minute. Hold on a second.
No problem.
Okay. So actually, somehow I'm getting pain near the jaw and everything. I went to another family dental care.
Sure.
And they said that they need some filling of the tooth.
Sure.
So now I'm pregnant. Is it? I'm getting hurting nowadays, but I will just pause it, and with the Listerine and everything, it will go off. And again, the pain is really effective. Sometimes it will be painful. So, is it good to go any medication or any treatment during the pregnancy?
Yeah, it's perfectly safe to get most of the dental treatments done. The only thing which we want to be careful is the dental x-rays. But it's wrong for us not to get treatment during pregnancy, because any suffering that your body is going through is going to affect the health of the child. I would strongly recommend you to get the proper diagnosis done during pregnancy. It's perfectly okay. There are so many tools in the dental office that they can check the things even without the radiographs. Actually, I'm so glad that you made this call. This can make a big difference on the development of the unborn child, the child that is growing, that needs really good health of the mother. And the mother's good health depends a lot upon your gums and the teeth. So if there is any decay, any gum problem, all those things, they can be addressed without any serious risks with the dental office modern technology, as long as you disclose that you're pregnant. Just I would recommend you to, go back. You can tell the dentist and, get it treated. If you really want to be, taking another second opinion, I have multiple specialists in my practice. I can coordinate that with any of the specialists. You can email it to me after the show, pannudds@pannudental.com. Just email me, and then we will make sure everything goes really smooth and safe for you and your child.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thanks for your call. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Dentist on air, this is Dr. Pannu.
हाँ जी डॉक्टर साहब, राज बोलदा जी।
हेलो बड़ौल साहब, की हाल चाल है भाजी? थैंक यू सो मच फॉर हेल्पिंग अस कोऑर्डिनेट।
यूनिवर्सिटी बहुत कुछ खा हो जाना, पहला कोई प्रिकॉशन दस दो।
ਉਹ ਅਸੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਵੀ ਜਾਣ ਕੇ ਲੋਕੀ ਲੱਡੂ ਖਾਣ, ਰਸਗੁੱਲੇ ਖਾਣ, ਗੁਲਾਬ ਜਾਮਣ।
ਚਲ ਐਨੀਵੇ ਮੈਂ ਕਾਲ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ। ਫਸਟ ਆਫ ਆਲ I wanna salute you, I wanna say thank you. ਦੇਖੋ ਬਾਕੀ ਵੀ ਸਾਰੇ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ 'ਚ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ, ਮਤਲਬ ਕਿ you are one of our hero that you bring those issue. ਅਸੀਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਸ਼ੋਆਂ ਤੇ ਪੈਸੇ ਖਰਚਦੇ ਆ, ਮਤਲਬ ਕਿ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਹੈਗੀ। ਇੱਕ ਸਵੇਰ ਨੂੰ ਆਲ੍ਹਣੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਜਾਨਵਰ ਦੋ ਉੱਠਦੇ, ਡਾਕਟਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਖਾਣਾ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਉਂਦੇ, ਆਪਣੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਖਿਲਾਉਂਦੇ, ਗੁਆਂਢੀ ਦੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਦਿੰਦੇ। ਉਹ ਬੁੱਢਾ ਬੁੱਢੀ ਰਹਿ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ, ਬੱਚੇ ਉੱਡ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ। ਤੇ ਜੇ ਇਨਸਾਨ ਨੇ ਵੀ ਉਹੀ ਕੁਝ ਕਰਨਾ ਕਿ ਜੀ ਮੈਂ ਕੀ ਲੈਣਾ ਤੈਂ ਕੀ ਲੈਣਾ ਆਪਣੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਪਾਲੋ ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਇਨਸਾਨ ਤਾਂ ਜਾਨਵਰ ਚ ਕੀ ਫਰਕ ਹੋਇਆ
right that is so nice of you Paji. Actually this you are also in the same like if I remember very well, you are the one that remember when you had started the radio talk show, and that it's contagious. Hun vi jidan for Jarnail Singh also, you gave me this idea, and I really appreciate your inspiration. And actually, these positivities they travel from person to person.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, thank you so much. You're giving a time, and we can progress all together. So team.
Yeah.
Together, everybody is teamwork. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Like that abbreviation. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, bye. All right, so we have about 15 more minutes. If you have any dental questions, please call. The studio lines are open. The telephone number is 408-912-5565. My name is Dr. Pannu, the host of Dentist on Air talk show. We have offices in San Jose, Fremont, Dublin, and Cupertino. And the website to make appointment is pannudental.com, PANNU-dental.com. If you'd like to make any appointment with any specialist, any root canal specialist, braces specialist, for kids specialist, pediatric dentist, gum specialist, wisdom tooth specialist, all these specialists we have availability within our group. Patients do not need to be referred out, so it's a lot convenient for the patients to be seen under one roof. And we have 3D CBCT scan machine also for implant surgeries and wisdom teeth surgeries. It has saved a lot of patients' time, and it makes the surgery quite risk-free because we can see the anatomy quite close in 3 dimensions before the treatment is being done. All right, so the lines are being opened again. If you have any question, you can call right now, Desi 1170 AM, 408-912-5565. Let me take next call. Dentist on Air, this is Dr. Pannu.
Hi.
Hello, how are you? Hello?
Dr. Pannu, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. How are you?
I'm sorry. I'm pretty good. How are you?
Good, thank you. Thanks for your call.
So, actually, my daughter and I come pretty much to the Pannu Dental Care regularly for our teeth cleaning and everything.
Sure.
But I got a quick question. Actually, while I was working out yesterday in the gym, I noticed this thing. Actually, I've experienced this earlier, but I noticed that probably I should ask you sometime. When you run on a treadmill, when your body is like cold, and when you start running on a treadmill like for half an hour or 45 minutes close to, you start feeling like I somehow start feeling a little bit of sensation in my lower and basically in the lower and the back teeth on the lower jaw only.
Sure.
So I'm not sure like what is that sensation which actually goes away after a while, but it's actually very disturbing as long as it stays there.
Yeah, actually, you know what, I hear this about once a year. It's very interesting. Now it's making though we have not read much about this, but definitely I do get this issue with our own patients, and I hear this about once or twice a year. I would hear this, that they are exercising, and that's when, this is what my thinking is. There are many things. Sometimes most probably if there is a decay or there is some kind of very hairline fracture, cracked tooth syndrome, when we're doing exercise, jogging for a long time, those are the things that the pressure build changes, that there is a difference in pressure that the person may start feeling in that kind of area, like achiness in the teeth. Very similar to when we go in the aeroplane, sometimes due to the pressure changes, people do start feeling a lot of dental aches. They get really worse. But during exercise, a lot of people also complain of gum itching. The people who have gum disease, during exercise, if they are sweating, if they are in the gym, they start feeling like the tooth hurting. The good news here is when it's happening in one particular area in the mouth, though the sensation goes away, you must need to come to the dentist and tell them this is the area. Or whenever you visit next time for your cleaning, that area needs to be checked either with the CT scan for very close-up examination, or with certain tools like percussion tools. There are so many ways the dentist can check. They can check if the enamel is worn out. Maybe that's where the teeth were touching each other again. Like, sometimes we clench during daytime, during heavy exercise especially. A lot of people do that. So if it's in a particular area, again, it happens that particular area every time you exercise, then the diagnosis is a lot easier. But if it's happening in general, kabhi idhar, kabhi udhar, then the things can be a little harder. But nevertheless, you must need to, if you come to our office, please, I would like you to, visit again and just let me know which area of the mouth it is, and then we will examine it more microscopically.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. And keep exercising. It's really worth it for that.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks for your call. Thank you. Bye-bye. Dentist on air. This is Dr. Pannu.
Yeah, hi, this is Vikram. I had a question around a year back. I had a chip on my last teeth in the end.
Sure.
And then my doctor advised me to put a cap, so I did put the cap.
Right.
But it is giving me little problems, like it bites on the gum. So when the teeth chips, is the cap the right thing to do? And if it is hurting me, do I have to consider anything? What is your opinion?
Yeah, so if the cap is hurting on the gum, that means, the cap is not liking the gum margin and the gum is not liking the cap margin. So whenever this happens, so that means the junction where the cap is meeting the gum, they both are not friendly with each other. But there is a very small minor adjustment that can be done in that area. I'm sure there was a reason that the cap is done because the filling, sometimes the tooth portion is chipped more than certain ratio in which the filling is not going to hold. That's why the cap is there. So cap doing was the right thing. Now to make it gum friendly, some margin modification needs to be done. Sometimes the cap may need to be changed because no matter what you keep doing, the gum just does not like it. But in the long run, you don't want to leave it like this because this can lead to some serious tooth issues near the gum and the bone. Actually, most of the dentistry, the dental problems, they happen around the old crowns. So we need to be very careful where the crown meets the gum, that particular area, and that's where your issue is. I would recommend to get that area checked. Sometimes it can be a gum disease, there can be a gum pocket, or in very few cases we have even seen some glue that we use to, the dental offices we use to, cement the crown with. Sometimes that may start, showing up in that area, and then that can be the culprit. So, or there can be just some other foreign body, small piece of something, food is just stuck there. Now it's developing tartar plaque around it. All these things can lead to make the gums unhappy around a dental restoration, especially a crown. But it needs to be fixed sooner before it starts causing some other problem.
And do I understand that the tooth can be saved? It's not that the tooth will have to be removed or something.
No. We are
if there is a chip?
Yeah. We are trying to make sure that a tooth does not need to be removed. That is very last stage. We are not going to let you go there, especially. Hopefully you listen to what my suggestion is. That is, as a dentist, the teeth are like babies. We don't recommend that extraction. I'm talking about making the tooth saved. This all suggestions that I'm giving is to save the tooth. Yep.
Okay, got it. So, doctor, maybe I'll contact you offline. But
sure.
Thanks for conducting this show. It is really helpful. I always listen to you.
Thank you so much, Vikram. Really appreciate your call. All right, so we have about 5 more minutes. The studio lines are open again. If you have any question, you can call. The telephone number is 408-912-5565. This is your host, Dr. Pannu, bringing in live Dentist on Air talk show. And we are also having a very special offer of dental implant price. It's $985 only. We have not done that low price ever on dental implant surgery. This is for dental implant surgery. It's a very limited time offer. If you know someone who is in the need of a dental implant, who has a missing tooth, 1 or 2 teeth, just go online, visit pannudental.com, PANNU dental.com, and you can print the coupon and make sure, try to do it before December 31st, because then you can do the dental implant within this year, and you can do the crown part, the restoration part next year. That way you can utilize 2 years dental insurance. Also, a lot of people have flexible spending, HSA, those kind of savings in there, and they generally come in the last week of December, and then most of the dental offices are closed or they are having their own Christmas plans. Please don't delay. Try to call your dentist right away. If you have any savings in there that you want to utilize, please do not wait till December. Try to utilize it in November. If your dentist says that, okay, there's no need of any dental work, go to the next healthcare practitioners, call the eye doctor, go to your physician. There are so many ways you can spend that money on your own health. Don't keep on spending money on jewelry, cars, and whatnot, but try to do these kind of investments in your own health also. It will really pay off in the long run. Let me take the next call. Dentist on air, this is Dr. Pannu.
Yeah, hi doctor, this is Govind.
Hi Govind, how are you?
Yeah, I am good, thank you. My question is regarding I have a dental fracture. It's a very minor one, but I get pain sometimes, and also I was told that I do grind. So So I wanted to know what are the different kinds of, I was suggested a crown for that fracture.
Sure.
I wanted to know what are the different kinds of crowns and which one is recommended and how much does it cost for that?
Sure. Before you do a crown, it's always very important whenever someone has a cracked tooth, even if it's a chipped enamel, to find out why are we grinding. Do you snore also or is just grinding?
Snoring, I'm not sure, but I grind that's visible because of my teeth are flattening a little. So
yes,
that's
yeah.
how.
So it's very important to find out the root cause of that. Some of the patients with sleep apnea, I don't have enough time to discuss that today, but I would encourage you to visit my website and read about sleep apnea. A lot of those patients have this symptom of, exactly how you are explaining. So that needs to be checked. Before you do the crown for that tooth, you need to make sure that the crown also does not break. Because if the natural forces of your grinding broke away your own natural enamel, that same thing can happen to any material of the crown as well. Or if the crown does not break, it will damage the opposing tooth. Now, let's say it's your lower molar that you're talking about. Just I'm giving an example. And you got a good gold crown. Gold crown is the really best one, in cracked teeth, but people don't like it because of the gold color. People want to have porcelain tooth. But let's say you do the gold crown. It's really malleable material. It's not going to break easily. I haven't even seen actually it ever breaking. But if you keep on grinding, guess what? It's touching your opposing tooth, the upper tooth. You're going to start wearing that enamel down even faster. Same thing happen when you get a porcelain crown. There are so many different types of crowns. There are some that are really meant to be very strong for patients who do grind or clench, like the way you are asking. You want to get really powerful, strong crown that that does not chip or break. But we are more concerned with the opposing tooth health. We don't want to just impress you by giving that material that will not chip. You will say, oh wow, kitna acha crown ki aaj tak nahi toota. But it may damage the opposing arch a lot. So that's why all cases of grinding, especially if it's at younger age, you sound young to me on the phone, it's hard to tell, but in a younger age patient grinding, we have to be very careful to first find out. There can be few tests, few appointments, few bite registrations to determine why you have been grinding the teeth, but that has to be addressed first. We have to stop that either with a night guard or screening of sleep apnea or some other psychological, analysis. You can check with your physician. Sometimes some patients really feel better when they meet psychologists. They talk about some life stress changes. They start grinding less. I have seen so many different. Grinding is one thing, that has been happening due to so many variety of reasons that it's very hard to pinpoint just dental as a source. It can happen to just sometimes our mind is thinking about some mishap that's happening back in India, and that may have happened a few years ago. So the body reacts very differently to stress, and grinding, clenching is one of those things. But eventually it breaks the tooth down. It starts breaking those enamel rods, and that's where you start seeing this chipping. So my suggestion will be, don't focus too much on the material of the crown. First, do some research yourself. Try to see why the grinding is happening and try to control that. And then after that is controlled, then doesn't matter which material crown you have done, it will be successful. But if that is not the case, then it will start opposing causing the damage to the upper tooth. Do you mind putting a gold crown or you want a white only?
I would prefer a white only. Yeah.
I know you're not alone. So in white there are so many. You can Google. If you can email it to me, pannudds@pannudental.com. Yeah. I just don't want to say any trade names on the phone. There's so many good varieties. If your dentist have digital technology, then ask them to make CEREC crown. It is in office. It can be digitally designed. It does not need impression. We can take the scanning of the tooth. It's very modern. It does not have that kind of shrinkage of materials, and the dentist can actually make your bite registration all right there while you are waiting. So that can be the option, modern technology that you can utilize by scanning instead of taking regular impressions. That can go a long way in your kind of case.
Okay. So one question was that finding the solution for the grinding looks like it's more time. It will require more time.
It will take. Yeah, I have only 30 seconds. It will take 2-3 weeks, but it's really important. It does not mean it will take years and years, but that is more, of a. We have to go through multiple channels to find out. We have to rule out. It's like multiple choice questions. That's what happens. That's what happens when we are trying to diagnose grinding.
Okay. I see. And but having a crown with a night guard, I mean, at least it won't affect my upper teeth.
Yes, exactly. If you get night guard in the opposing arch, that's the right way to go. And I'm sorry, my time is up now.
Okay.
If you have, just shoot me an email and I can explain you further. So it was a really good show today. If you have any questions, send me an email, pannudds@pannudental.com. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.